Hello, my name is Shania Fletcher, and today I'm going to be doing a book review for my New Testament class for Robert Music. And today, the book we are going to be reviewing is Jesus and His Enemies, Narrative Conflict in the Four Gospels by Robert R. Beck. It was published in 2017 by Orbis Books in New York. And this book is overall about the four Gospels. It tells you about the four Gospels in 6 chapters, which I think is amazing because the Bible is so big. And before reading this, I never understood that the Bible was really telling Jesus' story, but through points of view. And this book tells you about the four Gospels that are Mark, Matthew, John, and Luke. And they all tell their point of view and their experiences with Jesus. And they're all telling the exact same story. But they're telling it how they seen it when they were there. So you get a little bit of differences in each. And the book also compares two of them. One really stood out to me was when they were comparing Mark and Matthew, because I believe if Mark had written his first, it says in the book, if Mark had written his first, that Matthew decided that he should write one too, so he did. And one chapter that really stood out to me was chapter 3, because it says, I took it as a metaphor on page 97. It says, "Repent, for the kingdom of heaven has come near. The time is ripe. Even now the axe is lying at the root of the trees. The trees shall be cut down by its fruits. Every tree not bearing fruit will be cut down and cast into the furnace of fire." I took that as when the tree is a person, and if you are not bearing the faith in Jesus and following His word, then you will be cast into the furnace of fire. But that's just how I took it. It could have meant literally. That's just how I took it. But overall, this book will help you if you say you don't understand the Bible. You need to understand it for class. You want to understand it in your life. As a Christian girl, I love being able to understand that actually the verses I was reading in the scripture, that it was whenever it says, Mark and 6:12. That meant that that was his experience. I never understood that. I just thought it was like someone was saying this and someone was saying that, or it was just the name of the chapter. I never knew what it meant. But now that I know that, I am good to go. But I would recommend this book to anybody that is interested in learning about the Bible, learning about the Gospels, the Word of Jesus. And in this story, I agree that you should not end conflict in violence at all. They don't want to end the conflict in violence. They want to end it in love and solve it by word. They don't want the fighting, because they just had the temple get messed up, they don't want any more violence in the world. But I would recommend this. It's a short read. You could read it in probably 3 days. I took a while because I have other classes, but overall I would definitely recommend this book. I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10. Thank you.